Um, as I mentioned, this is going to be a very introspective introvert month, and I'm sorry I can't get my speaker to work, so I'm just going to have to get a new one. So please bear with me. The topic of today, I was thinking of doing a reaction video. As due to having to stay in and I can't socialise, I can't go out right now. I'm thinking, you ruminate a lot. I mean, I do go out every day, so I'm ruminating a lot. And one thing that I've been thinking of is, I think prevailing ethnic tensions in the UK. I mean among the Welsh and the Irish and all of that. And I'm not rekindling things that don't exist. I live in Japan now, so it's not at the forefront of my mind. I'm not an activist, but it comes up a lot. For example, there was a project, it was called the Kaleidoscope Project, and I was looking at it a few days ago, and it was a poem from all the capital cities in the UK. Oh, that's nice. The first one was Belfast, so I listened to that poem, very nice. And then the second one, Cardiff, so I decided to listen to that. And the opening line in English was, this city used to be called Caerdydd. It's known as Cardiff to me and you. Well, to Welsh people, it's still Caerdydd. It never stopped being called the capital that it is in Welsh. So effectively, the first line of that, it was, I think, some kind of British website, was that Welsh no longer exists, is dead and gone years ago. But back in the day, people used to call the city XYZ. I was shocked because, of course, innocently just going about, and then I'm confronted with some seemingly academic website saying, well, Welsh has died. It's not true. So what I'm saying is that I go about my day and I'm confronted with the propaganda and the censorship that's involved in any political. I want to forget about it. I don't want to think about this. Here I am faced with propaganda, or the people have long disappeared off the British Isles when they haven't. There was another similar one I saw. I was researching something completely unrelated, and it was saying that, that was it was the national anthem. I was showing it to a friend, and it said that my Hen Lad Van Hadau, which is the Welsh national anthem, it said this is the unofficial national anthem of Wales. It's the national anthem. There's no what's the official national anthem of Wales? God Save the King. It's not that. That's the English national anthem. Our national anthem is My Hen Lad Van Hadau. So why is the first line of Wikipedia saying that that's the unofficial song? So anyway, what I'm saying is that even in Japan, I can feel the tensions, and it's unnecessary. Anyway, when I was in the UK, we have these days I have a lot of Eastern Europeans in the UK, but I've not studied any of the other languages in Eastern Europe. But I've always been interested in the east of Europe. I just think Europe itself is fascinating. I always have thought that. Now, I have to be careful because I've just pointed out ethnic situations such as language are extremely sensitive. So I don't want to offend anyone. However, one thing that this person spoke Romanian. That was it. This person spoke Romanian, but I think he was Hungarian. And he was saying that he feels obligated to continue his native language the same way that I feel obligated to continue Welsh. I like Welsh. I think this language, to me, sounds beautiful. And when I'm surrounded by Welsh speakers, I feel relaxed. I always feel a certain irritation when I'm around English speakers, even though I find many accents in English beautiful. But I find that so easy to live in Japan because I'm not surrounded by English. I do find it grates on me sometimes. It's just one of those things. So this subject came up. So I know what he means. On the one hand, you've got this, you need to preserve your language and your heritage and your culture. But on the other hand, you want to embrace the world. You don't want to carry this, generational, ancestral, not burden, but you kind of just want to do your own thing, but you do feel that obligation. and loyalty and all of that. But he introduced me to the song it's in Romanian. To that, I have no idea how to put the video on the screen, so I'm just gonna play it and switch screens. That's all I can do. But he introduced me to the idea that yes, it's sad, of course, and yes, it would be nice if our ancient languages could be preserved, but we only have one life. We only have one life, and we have to grasp that life as best we can. Now, American dream in Europe is a dirty word, you know. It's capitalistic. We shouldn't chase our American dream, you know, rags to riches. It's not the European dream, okay? But this name of this song is American Dream. Obviously, it's not talking about going to America. I mean, you can if you want, but it's saying that to pursue your goals, pursue your dreams, and possibly even get rich. Money's not a dirty word in the American dream. It's a measure of success. Play this video. It's all about if you're in a situation like the Welsh, or like, I'm gonna find the ethnic group that I believe they're talking about is the ethnic clashes of Târgu Mureș is what I found. Okay. The ethnic clashes of Târgu Mureș, also known Black March, refer to the violent incidents between the Hungarians and Romanians in Transylvania, Romania, in March 1990. The clashes were the bloodiest inter-ethnic incidents of the post-communist era in Transylvania. Târgu Mureș, Hungarian, Maros, I don't know, is a Romanian town with an ethnically mixed population that was almost equally distributed between Romanians and Hungarians after the fall of the communist regime in December 1989. It has been an important cultural and political centre for the Hungarian minority in Transylvania. In March 1990, brief but violent clashes occurred between the two ethnic groups in the town, involving ethnic Romanians from neighbouring villages. The clashes left 5 people dead. The riots were broadcast nationally on Romanian television. The exact cause is still widely disputed. The roles of the media and the Romanian government are also questioned. Here, it's obvious that Romania has power. Hungary is a unique culture. Hungarian is not related to any other language in Eastern Europe. I know that. It's not Slavic. I think it's possibly even related to Welsh. However, it seems to me that a lot of Hungarians are saying, you know, it's all well and good, we love our culture, we understand the responsibility that we have, but we want to just go and live our lives. We want to just go and make money, we want to meet people, we want to live in the big city, you know, we want to do all these things, we want to chase our American dream. That's what I think this is about. I've never really listened to Romanian. I've heard it around the streets in the UK, and I've recognised it, the language. But watching this music video, it strikes me how nice Romanian is as a sound. And, you know, even though, as I said, I feel sometimes irritated with English, I do find the language itself interesting and beautiful. I do understand why, you know, a Japanese person, for example, might embrace English and find a love for the language, because look at Shakespeare, you know, there's a lot in English that, you know, have a huge history of tradition of literature as well. So I'm going to play this inspirational in the sense that we don't need to go too far with our obligations. And what I was saying in the previous video, Rhyfel, where I read out the Welsh poem, we shouldn't keep bringing up old enemies and old, even though from my side, you know, I'm constantly confronted with things that are not actually coming from the Welsh side, it's actually coming from the other side, to be honest. But even so, just live and let live to the best we can. Yeah, so I'm gonna show it.
Michael Notorious B.I.G. George Bush, Coca-Cola și MTV, Hollywood, Mike Tyson, Irak, 11 septembrie, ce dezastru păcat, FBI, CIA, hamburger, hot dog, Bill Gates, Windows, Microsoft. Acum nu te mai duci la muncă, te duci la job. Mai de mult ziceai Adidas la picioare de port. Chillman, Janis English, no. Nu mai avem cartiere nașpa, avem ghetto. Rapperii au flow, sunt underground, yo. Totul este cool, nimic nu e mișto. Femeile o ard glam, bărbații mai mult lemn. O ar mereu pe whisky și fac cu Superman. Trebuie să fii în trend, altfel nu e de glumă. Is this the life? Nu sună așa bine în română. What I want to be, losing my identity, 'cause I got a lot of life in me. Let me live my American dream. I can be what I want to be, losing my identity, 'cause I got a lot of life in me. Let me live my American dream. Nadia Comaneci, Siriac, Ceaușescu, Hagi, Dracula și cam atât știu restul. Băgăm kebab, dar pormă mergem la fitness. Nu-i bai, oricum totul e invers. Televiziunile fac rating, avem DJ. Vorbim engleză de când ne naștem, băi. Copiii nu mai vor să fie Jackie Chan. Se joacă Counter-Strike și vor să fie star. La casa de discuri mi se vorbește de sound. Trebuie să fie mai catchy, fă ceva ce în Tupac. Dacă nu-i gen aia, atunci nu are airplay. De parcă am câștigat dolari și nu lei grei. Undeva în Balcan sună manele. Băi, mai de mult aici era Turcia, mai vere. Sunt contestat că încerc să fiu original, că pun ceva de la noi în reposta din Sălăjean. Tovarăș blow, acum se zice bro. Avem iepuraș playboy care dau din popo. O ardem VIP, dar totul este gri. Când ne mai fac o vizită, frații din FMI, un fel de MAI. Și cât mai suntem vii, noi mergem să muncim, să scoatem toți banii. Dacă cineva descoperă ceva, cercetătorii vin clar din America.